Now let us understand about the stress-induced disorders. Stress influences both mind and body. The symptoms of stress have been well explained in yoga, like dukha daurmanasya anga mejyatva shwasa prashwasa vikshepa sahabhuva. As we have been understanding this from the yogic point, that the mind and body, the mental health and physical health are being affected by the impact of stress. They disturb the physical health, they disturb the mental health, they disturb the emotional health, they disturb the social health also. An individual suffers a lot to cope up with all these changes on account of the disturbances in his environment, in his personal experience, and in his relationship with respect to his family as well as his society. If these stress influences are too severe for disturbing his feelings, disturbing his emotions, disturbing his well-being. So there are many stress-induced disorders we can study from the abnormal psychology or from the psychopathological conditions. Some of the most common experiences which are like the general anxiety disorders. There are variety of the general anxiety disorders. One is like the OCD, obsessive compulsive disorders, or the phobias like social phobia. Sometimes there are panic conditions. They are giving certain amount of panic stimulation, and then once the panic condition is being released, the individual becomes normal. The characteristic feature of the anxiety disorders depends on one particular factor, that is, it is always trying to be vigilant, particularly it is in a hyper vigilant condition for the stimulus of the fear of the future. The anxious thoughts are always connected with the future concerns. The fear which is being exposed to an individual, that makes an individual to feel anxious, and because of that these anxiety disorders, commonly the general anxiety disorders, arise. During these anxiety disorders there are psychological changes, neurological changes as well as social changes. We can see psychosocial and neurological influences of the anxiety disorders. There is a secretion of the hormonal imbalances, there is a imbalance with the feelings during the anxiety. We can see the restless condition where the individual maintains a shallow breathing or very fast breathing, and they continue to impact the social relationship, like they can be finding themselves very difficult to cope up with the fellow beings, or they can find the loss of connection depending upon the impact of this particular problem. There is another problem like depression. It is found in two ways, unipolar and bipolar depression, sometimes also called mania condition. Major depression episodes are quite common with the heavy stressful situations where an individual is characterized with his movements of body, like the psychosomatic responses are very low. There is a sleep problem which is also called as insomnia, where sometimes they find too much of sleep, like a hypersomnia, means always the individual tends to sleep a lot, and this will be leading to further complications like excessive body weight gain or the mood swings. These are all collective experience of the depressive disorders. And then we can see the psychological disorders also. In the ongoing sequence of all these anxiety, depression, we can find many of the psychological disorders. The disturbances of the mind can also be experienced in the body, which we can see in the form of physiological and physical symptoms. During the stressful situations, there are psychosomatic responses for the stress-induced disorders. Some of these changes we can find as manifestations which are taking place in our mind and body complex. Altered intestinal motility is one of the common factor which gives rise to various diseased condition. Second one is the biochemical secretions and their imbalances. Various juices, for example, the gastric juices are attributed for the biochemical sections, which we find a lot of abnormality, which can lead to the problem like hyperacidity or hypoacidity, like acid reflux. These are some of the common experiences which we relate with the biochemical imbalances. There are some abnormal hormonal secretions on account of these ongoing long-term stressful situations. The process of secretions with respect to the hypothalamus, as we find it in the HPA model, we can see the impact of the abnormal secretion in the hormonal conditions like thyroid or pancreas with respect to the insulin, which can also be causes for many of the health issues, particularly the metabolic disorders can result from the imbalance with respect to the hormonal secretions. It's mainly regulated with the adrenal activity, the HPA and the adrenal activity it will be performing. Stress response through the HPA axis, that means hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. Stress activates the hypothalamus. Any kind of modulation in the hypothalamus are being triggered because of the stress stimulation in the hypothalamus, which releases corticotrophin releasing factor CRF, which in turn stimulates the pituitary gland to release adrenocorticotropic hormone ACTH, which then instruct the adrenal glands to release cortisol. According to the stress diathesis model of depression, people who become depressed have high levels of cortisol, which lead to heightened reactivity to stress and increased serotonin levels. When we look upon these psychological and physiological disturbances, we can see the most common experience of the tension headaches, as well as the coping ability is affected. It is common to experience the tension headaches, and situation like migraine can continue with this particular development. And the hyperactivity of the sympathetic nervous system can take to the hypertension, again and again rising of the blood pressure, and that continued pattern takes to the one of the general causes of the hypertension through the influence of the excessive stress or the uncontrolled chronic stress can lead to the hypertension. And the particular role on the gastrointestinal tract, the functional imbalances we can see in the form of variety of the digestive disorders. One of the most vulnerable system in our body, that is the digestive system. Whenever we find the disturbances of the stress, it is mostly affecting the health of the digestion. It is suspending the process of digestion the moment it gets under chronic stressful event. Because of that, an individual experiences the indigestion. And repeated incidents of these indigestion can lead to imbalance the peristaltic activity, which is like the altered intestinal motility. The peristaltic activity, when it is disturbed, either it can lead to the constipation tendency or it can lead to the diarrhea. In between this journey, it can also lead to the flatulence, bloating sensation, as well as like acidic conditions. So acidity, bloating, constipation, diarrhea are the most common digestive disorders which are encountered during the event of chronic stress. When these problems continue for a length of time, they can take to a complex problem like irritable bowel syndrome. This is one of the most worsened situation of an individual. There is no visible expressions of the bodily systems for the digestive conditions, but on account of the stressful events, the trigger of the stress through the hypothalamus, it is going to modulate variety of the activities in our body, leading to the coping strategy, as well as when the coping strategy is being failed, it can lead to the irritable bowel syndrome problem, which is one of the most complex difficulty associated with the digestive disorders. So this entire process was expressed in the form of HPA axis for the stress response